forwards quite a bit in that game. Modi commented before that he felt like his team had control of the game, particularly across the full part of the game, and particularly the second half. Did you feel that they had control of the game in the end, despite the margin?
They did, but it was ours to take, and I think we shot ourselves in the foot. I said the last game of valuing the ball is a big key, and really came down to I think the 23 turnovers and how they all came about. From the jump ball, going through the game, would sort of put us in a difficult spot where we had chances to go ahead and take leads and really grow. But yeah, it's unfortunate.
Rob Franks has had some games where he hasn't had the great matchups against New Zealand in the first two games, but he really came out and played hard for you this afternoon, 20 points and 13 rebounds. How pleased are you, particularly Robert Franks, and his response to the game against New Zealand this afternoon?
Very proud. I told him after the game, as I told most of the guys, every one of them, I'm proud of them. I know this loss, while it stings and you want to win every game at home and win every game here on out, it's unfortunate how that game came about, but everyone's effort for tonight and the back-to-back, the quick turnaround. I'd like for us to take back some of our turnovers, but how we played and competed and battled is definitely another leg up.
And Kai, you had a pretty great game this afternoon, 16 points, 5 rebounds, but not only that, you seem to be really switched on the defensive end today particularly, and you had a large amount of minutes as a result of that. So did you feel like you were influencing the game underneath the hoop this afternoon?
Yeah, I think that's my primary role in this team with my size. I think that's the first thing I always think of when I step on the court, is to have that impact defensively, and everything else will follow.
Was everything all right with you in that last few minutes? Because we noted that you came off at the crunch time of the game, and I know I was speaking to my co-commentator for the game today, and we were a bit curious as to why that occurred. Was there something up with you, or was it, CJ, did you see a different matchup that maybe you thought Kyron Galloway could expose there?
Well, I thought with low shot clock, I've told Kai that, again, finding ways to keep playing him and playing him at end of games is where we want to get to. And while that game was drifting away and you want threats on the floor that can go shoot a ball, and Kai can shoot a 3-ball. And even though he did shoot one that was a little off, just a little bit. But he can shoot a ball, and we all know that. But I definitely know he was kicking himself on having the looks that he got. I just thought that to play with that sort of pace, and again, he did a good job at the end of the game. Brantley tried to take him one-on-one, and he battled, and he did his part.
Thank you, CJ. Thank you, Kai.
Jason, go ahead.
Gosh, Ian Clark with the ball, you couldn't have won it in better hands. Have you spoken to him after?
Spoke to everyone. Again, proud of everyone. As I said to you, if there's anything that, as I said to him, there's games that go ahead, and the challenge and the mental barriers that's in every game of bouncing back and understanding how you value the basketball, again, in every possession, as we all speak to. But to have that shot in his hands, I take it over and over again. You saw what he's done for us in the short time he's been with us. He's been amazing. I can't fault any of my guys.
More generally, the three-point shooting, what did you make of that today?
Well, I think part fatigue, when we're forward 22 and then, they were 11 of 29 and, it felt like all over the floor. If they weren't turning a corner and getting downhill, they were throwing little floaters, which McDowell White on their right hand going right. They do it very well, and Moody's got them playing well, and they kick out 3 balls. They had a couple of looks that they missed and some that they made. The timing of when they got some of them was hurtful. More so when it got to the second half, the foul count. I'm not here to talk about it, but if you're going to play physical, let the game be physical all the way through to the end. But holding and grabbing still needs to change. I think from the league standpoint, I'm over getting emails. They don't have to send me any emails if you're not going to start saying or fixing stuff that you say that you're going to do.
You did seem quite exasperated by the physical nature, let's call it, of their defence.
Yeah, there's always physicality in the games, and no matter who we play, from jack jumpers and ourselves to you play someone like New Zealand, Sydney, they all can be physical at different times, and and everyone's got weapons, but if you're going to hold and grab, we're not playing football, we're playing basketball. But you can't hold people around the waist and say that he's not running or doing something and letting it go to the next play. Kind of those little things that were cleaned up earlier, and I know it's either for TV or whatever, at least tell us what the hell's going on so we all be on the same page. So, but if you're going to be physical, let it go all the way to the end, and you can't go call a knick-knack at the end of a game. But just be consistent with it. And I know everyone's trying their best, but when I see guys getting hold or grabbed and I raise my voice, and I'm not swearing or whatever at the referee, but I'm letting them know that there's 3 of you on the floor. Someone's got to see it, and like, at least tell me what's going on, and I'm good with it. Again, I played the game for a long time, and I know it can change and take a charge, and there's holding and grabbing, and sometimes they miss it. It happens, but not all the time. And there's been a lot that's been missed over the last month, not just in our games. I've been watching, so it's some things that they can continue to improve, as we all need to improve. As we need to improve our turnover count, we need to improve our three-point shooting. We've all got something we can work on.
And Kai, how's your confidence? Obviously, you've been starting of late. That really looked like a game from someone who's really grown in confidence.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just always staying ready for all the opportunities my coaches give me. So, every practice and every game, I just have to have that confidence that my teammate can rely on me and on the offensive end and the defensive end. So I'm just always staying ready.